but I'm
You're
here.
an undercooked chicken sandwich.
Damn,
How did I become undercooked chicken?
that's
I mean the
wild.
lighting.
Uh,
Or he's in an uncooked slash burnt.
I would never say that to someone else. I think that's very offensive, and it probably will hurt someone's feelings.
Why do I feel like I'm watching like an emo video? Like I feel like I'm watching like some kind of house music video, but there's no music when I'm watching you.
Yo, it
Can,
reminds me of the '90s grunge videos where they'd be
Yeah.
singing about how their life as a teenager wasn't all right. We're watching the teenager go through the house and deal with
All
like
you
whatever.
need is that little cat that does the dance. That's what we need in the little on the corner. Yep.
can you guys hear me though?
Yes. No, we can't hear you. Mm-mm.
What?
Fix your
What?
mic, bro. I can't hear anything.
What? Did you say something? What?
Oh, are you guys trying to? You guys trying to get back at me because I got Jackie earlier? That was great.
I
I'm
like
just
that in
saying.
the background.
I just want to say that when I brought the opportunity to Ace, without no hesitation, she was on board.
Oh, so y'all conspired.
May
What you're
I don't
saying is you
I don't like
couldn't
that word.
come up with
I don't
that on
like
your
that word.
own.
I don't like that word. We teamed up against you.
I
Oh,
plead the
that's
fifth.
even better.
We
That's
avenged.
even better.
We avenged.
You avenged? I didn't
Yeah.
kill anybody, fucker.
Oh. All right.
And it's
Maybe.
really weird seeing myself in the delay. It's kind of tripping
Don't
me
look
out.
at the delay. I can't look at the delay. It drives me batty.
There's a
And it
delay.
also looks like my eye is broken because it's just like shut on the screen, but it's not shut. It's so weird how it really looks like my eye is closed, but I can see out of this eye just as well as I can see out of this eye. You just see less of it, but I see everything.
All I know, Jackie, is I don't know what you did with your new place, but I love it. I love that couch. It
Yo,
really
the car's
feels
there too.
homey.
Though.
Like what?
If there was a god, he hated me.
Why? Coins here?
What? No. For fuck's
Oh,
sake.
oh. Nah, you
God.
only you only so far you only say that. I'm sorry, I gotta turn off my lights. These colorful lights are like it's gonna give me a seizure.
Yeah, we're not trying to give somebody a seizure, so appreciate it. Why are you so happy? What the hell is going on? She's overjoyed for some reason, and that terrifies me.
Look at my background.
Oh, you're a bitch. You just want to be like me. She looks at me just
I'll
like a
tag you
bitch.
that. I was gonna be like, look, Jackie, I'm in Cali with you.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to the We Don't Have Our Shit Together podcast.
Yes, I'm your host. I don't have my shit together, Sage Dot King. Um,
Do you have lights? What the fuck is this? Why do I feel like Darth Vader's about to come in and ruin shit?
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, imagine behind me, you just see like a black shadowy figure with just a red lightsaber just turn on. I'm not gonna lie. I'll expect you to have the same energy that you had earlier today and come and save me, Jackie. Hello? Are we on mute? Did I go deaf? Did I lose my sense of hearing? Oh God, it's happened. I knew it. I knew this would happen. I thought first I'll lose my eyesight so I could be normal. That way when I lose my hearing, suicide will be that much easier. But hearing first, that's bad. Hearing is bad.
Yo, okay, the dead air is not gonna work.
Damn it.
Bro, I was mad. Like, yo, I'm like, wait, what's going
I
on?
wanted to
Like,
see how long we could go without
No,
saying
you got
anything
a
to freak
whole
his ass
radio
out.
side you got to think about.
yeah.
Nobody's listening. There is literally no one listening.
Hey, I know people that are watching the ratings. All right, so
Hey, I know that there is nobody actually listening, so
You do realize that you have replays that go on and people catch those, right?
yeah.
yeah, nobody watches that shit either. It's just us.
No, on the
So-
radio, people listen to your replays.
They love you. They think you're
Nobody loves
amazing.
me.
Everybody thinks you're amazing. You
Keep
know,
sucking my dick. Let's do this.
you know who loves you more? John Walker.
Why do I do this show?
Yo, so can we talk about how Gambit almost showed up in today's episode?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
We're
We
not.
started yet.
We're not gonna talk about that.
Started yet.
We're not
We
gonna talk about
haven't
that.
even started. Why do I look naked? Oh my god! I don't like it.
Jackie, I don't know, but this show is definitely rated R for everybody watching. I'm so sorry. I don't think this is appropriate for church service. Like, I didn't even mention Bucky's arm. That's the crazy
Hey,
part.
Thomas, you came just in time for me to cover up.
I didn't even mention Bucky's arm. I didn't mention the noise it meant when he brought it back. Like, I didn't mention none of that, and she just like declothed herself.
No, all he mentioned was Sam Walker. Bam! Why do I
Yo.
look like I'm naked?
She was about to start saying the fucking random letters in German to activate the Winter Soldier, and then she was gonna be like, "Come defeat me." Like,
So I'm pretty sure a therapist could explain what part of my childhood trauma makes me do things like this. Hi, Thomas. How are you today?
Hi,
Came to
Thomas.
see me get just abused by these two. By the way, that fool in the middle is just as light as the rest of us. He just won't turn the damn light on so you can see that we all look like uncooked pork chop.
You know what's funny? Let me real quick. There you go. Red Room vibes.
Okay, so are you talking Red Room as in like Christian Grey or Red Room as in like Black Widow?
Yeah, nah. I'm talking like Red Room, like listen to music in a red room that has no sexual or like evil clip burning activities whatsoever. Like just listen to music, have red lights. That's it. That's all. That's this quick disclaimer.
Why are
Why
you
am
burning
I-
clit?
What?
You said clit burning. Why would you do that?
Because
Did
that's
we
what
burn
Black.
foreskins? What the
That's
fuck is wrong with you?
No, that's what happened to Black Widow in the red room.
No, the Red Room is where she learned how to be an assassin.
Yeah, she can't have kids because they fucked up. They took out her thing. No, that's legit what happened. That's why she didn't want to have sex with
Okay,
Bruce Banner.
first of all, it's called a hysterectomy, and second of all, in the comics, no, in the comics she actually has kids.
No, but I'm not saying the comics. We're talking about the movies.
I wasn't talking about the movies. I was talking about the comics.
Why am
Wow.
I the only one that when I think of Red Room, I literally think of where you go to develop film? You motherfuckers are stuck on
That's
either.
a dark room.
And guess what they use? A red light.
Nah, it's not. I heard Red Room for that too.
It's usually a dark room.
I never really heard Dark
It was
Room.
called-
That doesn't make
It's
sense.
the actual title that we use is Dark Room, yes, but it's a red light. I've heard people call it a red room because of the red light.
Yeah, Jackie. Yeah.
But the official term is Dark Room.
If I
Ace
ever
and
fly to
Eli
Florida,
team up.
your ass is mine. I just want you
Bro,
to know that.
when you come to Florida, I want you to know that's when I moved to Alaska to start my career in Alaskan crab fishing.
There's a glitch because that says 30 people are watching.
Yeah, they want to know about.
Where did Alaskan crab fishing come from?
Bro,
How is
first,
this Marvel
saying
talk?
shit. He's just
First-
saying shit to say shit.
exactly. Let's. I tried to talk about Gambit earlier, but y'all didn't want to talk about Gambit.
By the way, for everyone watching or listening, or however you're torturing yourself at this precise moment, he can only talk about either Gambit or Tony Stark. That's all he knows.
No,
Marvel.
I would say this though. I would say this so we can actually dive
What
into it.
about Gambit will it be?
No, I actually do like this whole WandaVision Falcon Winter Soldier episode thing. How it's kind of like a movie, but it's like divided into 10 episodes. And I was
6.
actually six. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. 6 episodes. And I was actually wondering why did they make the Black Widow movie like a TV show? Why did they decide to make that movie a cinematic movie?
Why not?
I don't know. I feel like it would be a lot better if they did it as a show.
I feel like you need to turn your volume down because you are screaming right
Oh, I'm
into my
sorry.
ears.
No, yeah, I feel like it would be a lot
Thank
easier for us to understand. We can learn about all these new characters. The fact now that she has a family, when we learned through all this time that she didn't have a family. Um,
It's all lies. Unless there's a
what?
twist and they change it when you actually
Oh,
watch
it's a theory.
the movie is not going to follow the comics, and therefore I'm not happy.
I don't
So I
know.
don't really give a shit about Black
Again,
Widow
I
right now.
I feel like if they would have made it like a show, I feel like we would have liked it a lot better. Because I feel like I was last night when
We
I was
haven't even
watching
seen
it.
it. How would you know?
Nah, it's not. We're gonna hate it. I feel it. I feel it in the force.
Okay. See, this is why I don't do cameras. Anywho,
You can't hide your facial expressions.
Nah, I'm just saying. Like I just like how they
I can't
hyping it
mute the
up.
switch.
It gives me Ant-Man vibes. I don't know.
Okay, so Falcon and Winter Soldier, episode 5, is what we're talking today. And it starts out with a bang. And by a bang, I mean it starts immediately after Johnny Walker Dumbass has brutally murdered the Flag Smasher. I don't know what she's laughing at. And I would just like to say I do not appreciate y'all and your endorsements of tobacco products because this is a family show. This is a good Christian show, and we don't endorse those things here. As I cover
Hell,
up my
Satan.
nudity,
Hey,
and
Satan. Hey, Satan.
she's right there. Just talk to her. Like, what you want?
No, that she can't. Okay, no. She gotta be one or the other. She gotta be either Lucifer Morningstar in this show or the Cinnamon Sorceress. She just can't be two roles.
Did you just say cinnamon and rolls in the same?
Yeah, you did. I'm glad I'm not the only one that caught that.
Okay, just saying.
I guess.
Anywho, all right. So we start out with Johnny Walker Idiot running away from the scene from where he had just brutally murdered a guy. And by the way, I'm loving my microphone because it turns out I don't have to have it like anywhere near me. So it's like nowhere on camera. It's just all the way, and y'all can hear me just fine. So I don't have to be like, I was talking, and then yet it can be all the way over there. I just wanted to say, like, I thought that was pretty cool.
This
Anywho,
is Jack. Shiny object. Oh, where?
So I'm not confused though. Like, how did they let him run into that factory? Like, they were like right there. Like, even with
they were
super soldiers.
shocked, and he was just they were shocked
Oh,
that he
come
just
on.
did that,
Bucky
and they
was
were standing
shocked.
there looking at it.
Oh, I guess
Yeah.
Bucky could have been because his best friend's shield is just being.
Well, yeah, because of
Yeah.
what the symbolism of what he did. He just literally got blood on Steve's shield, and that's why
Innocent
they were
blood.
like, at the end, they were just like standing there like, what the fuck? And then Dumbass looked around and saw everybody watching and booked it. And that's where this episode begins. Dumbass books it, and then he has like flashbacks of Lamar being like, hey, Eliu. He has flashbacks of Lamar being like, yo, you should have gone, you should wait. And he didn't wait. And now homeboy's dead. And he's like, it's my fault. Yes. And then flashbacks of homeboy dying, and then flashbacks of him murdering the dude brutally. And he has like a moment of like sadness, and then he just sucks it up and gets up, and he takes the shield that is still dripping with blood at this point because it just happened. And Sam and Bucky walk in, and they're like, all right, end of the line, homie. Like, we let you go. You've gone too far. give the shield back. Sam goes into his counselor mode and he's like, peaceful, talk, just hand over the shield because we will whoop that ass. And then Johnny Walker is like, what? You want me to give up the shield? You don't want to do this. And Bucky was like, oh, no, we really do. I've been trying to do this for 4 episodes, bitch. We do want to do this. I've been wanting to whoop your ass since I saw you take the shield. Please, let's do this. And then he was like, no, I'm Captain America. I'm Mr. Big Guy. And then they're like, ass whooping, commence. And then pep. And then he does some shit. This motherfucker tries to kill Bucky. And Bucky was like, hail to the no. And then he tries to kill Sam. First, he rips off Sam's wings, which to me is very symbolic because he is, as he plucks the bird and he is de-winging the Falcon, he is no longer, Sam is not the Falcon anymore. And then there's one problem I have with Marvel, and that is that they, in order to make other characters seem more powerful or more plausible, they depower certain characters, and they do that with Bucky. Yep. Because comic book Bucky could have handled his ass by himself without him.
Civil War Bucky too.
Yeah, Winter Soldier Bucky could have handled it.
Yeah, Winter Soldier Bucky. Because I just keep thinking about that scene, right? When he had the knife and Steve is having both hands on the knife and behind the car and Winter Soldier. Yep. And then Bucky is just like manhandling that shit. And Super Soldier Serum or not, Steve was a lot stronger than John Walker physically. Like he was way more buff. So I think it's like, so
well, remember, Steve got the Vita Rays. So Steve was stronger.
Oh yeah.
Because when Steve got the Super Soldier Serum, he got a massive dose instead of just that one vial. Remember when they injected Steve, they had like 6 vials lined up, right?
Oh yeah.
And he got all of that injected into him. So they first injected penicillin like into his neck, and he was like, "Oh, that wasn't bad." And they were like, "That's penicillin." And then they injected like 6 vials into his body. And then as that starts coursing through him, they close the thing and hit him with the Vita Rays, which is what makes him Chris Evans. And so, yeah, he's way stronger. Like, Steve was stronger than Bucky, but as you said, in Winter Soldier, Bucky could still handle him.
Yeah, he can. I don't know. I wouldn't say. I always felt like Bucky was more physically stronger. But I just felt like Steve was more he's a better fighter.
Other way around. Steve is physically stronger. Bucky is the better fighter.
Oh.
Because Bucky's fighting skills are, remember in the beginning, like Steve was the one who was like, in the first Avenger, he was like, I can do this all day, but he always got his ass handed to him. And then Bucky would come in and just like cold cock a bitch in one punch. And like save Steve's ass.
Yeah.
Bucky was always the better fighter. In the MCU, at least. And then he was trained to be an assassin. So then his training became kill everybody. Okay, I see y'all are in kindergarten now.
Nah, fucking
laugh. You gotta write LMAO.
Another thing that not for nothing. I guess you're right. They nerfed the shit out of Bucky in this episode.
Yes.
Because actually, he could have snapped this dude in half.
And he has a vibranium arm.
Yeah, which is way stronger than the last arm.
So when he was in Civil War, his arm wasn't nearly as tough as the arm he's fighting with right now, because this is vibranium. And this is like pure vibranium. And remember that there's a scene where they're fighting, and then Walker like ducks, or like he like rolls out of the way, and Bucky's arm connects, and it takes out an entire like steel beam that's like supporting the ceiling.
Yeah.
So Bucky could have killed him on his own, but they wanted to make it seem like they wanted to give Johnny Walker a more menacing thing, like make him seem like more of a danger than he really is, because Bucky could have spanked his ass. Because Bucky is also a super soldier. So when you have two super soldiers going up against each other, and you're like, but Johnny Walker Idiot is also a U.S. soldier. Yeah, so is Bucky, and he's also a Russian assassin for about 90 years.
Yeah.
Whether you're talking like experience, raw strength, ability to handle the super soldier, because Bucky's been a super soldier for about 90 years.
And he used to spar with other super soldiers that were way stronger than John Walker. Remember, because he had
Exactly.
those other
So
niggas. Yeah.
there's no way Bucky doesn't easily
Yeah.
handle this dude by himself.
Uh huh.
So, but they wanted to make it a fight and wanted to make it look like, they
I'm a
basically
cop.
wanted to have Sam be needed.
Nah, I'm a cop bail for Bucky real quick. I'm gonna say because he's trying to be nice and he's a new Bucky. All right, he's not the Winter Soldier anymore. All right, he didn't want to use all that strength. He was trying to tell John Walker the three steps of his therapy steps. That's what I think. That's why he
Nah,
used
because
it.
he hated this dude. So as
Now it
soon as
be.
it like
Yo,
maybe in the beginning of the fight, but as soon as he came to like when he raised that shield, when he raised the shield on him, but then also when he raised the shield to kill Sam, he'd have just ended them. Because like
I
you're
think
not
you
gonna do
guys are
that.
forgetting something. So
What are we forgetting?
realistically, I hear what you guys are saying, but when you sit back and think about it, you're talking about somebody that was just freshly injected. Think of it like,
a newborn vamp.
yeah, there you go. That
Yeah.
that would be the movie equivalent, a newborn vamp. They have
Yeah.
so much. They have this initial surge of energy and so much power at first that could literally be what it is, and for temporarily. And I'm not saying it would be a long lasting thing. I don't even know what the time frame on it would be. But technically, when you're first become a vamp, or in this case, first become a super soldier, you have so much surge of power rushing through you that you hypothetically are stronger than those who have been doing it a lot longer than you. You just don't have the control, which is where he really lacks because he has no control.
Also, I'm not gonna lie, we gotta stop
That would be a
connecting the
first.
Winter Soldier. We gotta stop connecting the Winter Soldier to what Bucky is now. Because like you have to
You were
think
the
back
one who
then.
did that.
Oh no, I really did. This is I'm also talking to myself, and also Gambit will be on the next episode. Spoiler alert. Um,
I don't.
but nah, like we have to I was just thinking about it. Like back then he was brainwashed. So he had no control over his body. So for all we know, Bucky's body could have been using 100% of its full force against Steve because there's no limiters on it. His body is just moving on like,
His
on
brainwashing
his own.
his brainwashing made him commit the things, but it was still him controlling his body. Also, right now, he has the memories of doing that. So it's still the same man. Because that's why he said
No,
in
no, no,
Civil
yeah, no,
War,
I
when
get that.
Steve was like it wasn't you were brainwashed, and he said, I know, but I did it because it was him.
No, I get that, but what I'm saying is like if someone in your head, right? If you're brain controlled and you have to kill someone, you're gonna use 1,000% of your body your willpower is gonna go to kill that person because you're being controlled to do that. Right now, Bucky doesn't have that kill, 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 command, command, command surge in him. So he's just like, man, I kind of don't want to kill you, John, but I do want to take this shield. But you're kind of hitting me really hard. You're making me really not want to think about killing you. I kind of want to kill you now. That's kind of what I think was why Bucky wasn't going full force. Because I think that's what it is too. I think he just wasn't going full force because at the same time, he's not going to use 100% of his whole power at once. He's not the Winter Soldier where he's doing a command and he has to do it and he has to get it done. You know?
Okay, cool. Could you turn a real light on, please? Because this is really starting to feel like a damn sandwich.
A what?
A light, not a red
I
one.
kind of don't have a.
We're
I kind
not
of
in the
don't have a
red
light.
light
That's
district.
why.
Oh, for fuck's
And
sake.
I'm not using my ring light because I don't want to burn it out. So because it's kind of cheap. So yeah,
So what you're saying
I
is
could
you're
turn my
gonna be
camera off.
streaming, but you're not gonna be no, because if you turn your camera off, I'm turning my camera off, and that fucker ne'er shall come back on.
Oh, so we're. Oh, Is this because Ace was being mean to you the other day?
So Falcon no longer has his wings. He's not Falcon anymore. And they spank that ass with Johnny Walker dumb shit. And they take Bucky finally gets the shield back, and he walks over to Sam, who's laying on the ground, and he drops the shield right next to him, and he gives him a look.
Stop and rewind.
Slam
You're
that.
forgetting one of the most. You're forgetting the second most symbolic thing that happened in that fight.
He took the shield and
They,
wiped the blood
they
off.
break his arm. They break his
Did
arm.
they break his arm?
No, the second most symbolic thing that happened in that fight, he went to go and actually attempt to kill Falcon the same way he just killed a refugee.
I said that already.
Oh no!
No, you didn't.
No,
You
didn't
talked
say
about
that
the
at
rip off the wings, and then you went
Yeah.
straight into it, and then they
Yeah,
whooped that
and I
ass.
said, and
Oh,
he tried
yeah.
to kill Falcon the same. I said that like a long time ago. I said that at first, and then I said he ripped off the wings.
Thomas,
Girl, we
tell
ain't
us.
even, you gotta
Thomas, tell us.
Thomas is
do
our
it in order.
cyborg. Thomas is our cyborg for the show. So, cyborg, can you please do the replay and
Why
tell
you gotta
us
be
if I
cyborg,
had
though?
said it?
Yeah, why we gotta jump all the way to DC though? Why
'Cause
can't we
he's
just stay
black.
in Marvel?
See, yes, I did hear her say that
Oh,
earlier.
but I'm sorry.
Thank
Did
you.
we do it in order, Jackie?
I never said I said it in order.
How
I
am
said
I
I
gonna
said
remember
it.
something? How am I gonna remember something from 30 minutes ago when I'm too busy laughing at Elias or rolling my
So what you're
eyes?
saying
'cause you guys
is,
get sidetracked.
so what you're saying is, even though you're on the show, you don't pay attention. No respect.
No, the minute y'all start veering off in another direction, I'm not even gonna lie. I saw my tune out. But it's usually because you guys are talking things that I don't know.
I'm just
Call me
saying,
Rodney
if Winter
Dangerfield.
Soldier and John Walker were at a death match right
Here we
now in
go.
the next episode, the Winter Soldier would definitely win. I'm not gonna say that he's gonna lose, even though he got buffed.
Put your damn headphones back on. Anywho. All right, so after
Hold
that,
Hold on. Before you move forward, remember how I told you I wanted to tell you something after he got here?
What did you want to tell me?
All right, so we're talking about the whole concept of, what happened right after he killed the refugee, right? Mm-hmm. So this is how many times that we've watched some form of hierarchy brutality, whether it be police or fake America, take advantage of a situation and their power, right? Corresponding, like we were talking before about, corresponds with today's day and age, like y'all trying to be woke type thing. So when I was on Kai's stream earlier today, that ended up coming up in the conversation and we were talking about it. So allegedly, this is reports. We can't say that it's confirmed, as it is from a source that allegedly might be in Disney Plus. I'm gonna keep doing this because I can't say it's true or false, so you can't quote me on it. Over the course of Friday and Saturday, referring to the first incident when we were talking about how Falcon got profiled for being black in a black neighborhood talking to a white guy. A full 79.9% of people that were tuning in stopped watching at the point in the story. According to the source, over the next few days, the average went up to 83.49% overall. That means that 83.49% of viewers turned off the episode at almost exactly the exact same woke point. This source claims there were also a lot of subsequent cancellations happening in real time. So if this is true, okay, police stop a black man and a white man walking on the street in a black neighborhood and immediately profile the black man. How many people do you think might have actually tuned out right at the scene where they decided that Captain America was going to kill a refugee?
None. Probably.
You think anybody that stayed around that long is going to go ahead and just keep on watching?
I think everyone's going to watch that because that's a gruesome scene. That's not like some cop being racist, That's a guy killing someone. So they're not going to even look at it deeper as a cop killing an innocent man. They're not going to connect it. They're going to be like, yo, did you see the blood on the field?
You don't think so? When he was yelling the whole time, I'm innocent. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
I'm not saying that there's not a connection. I agree with you. What I'm saying is that the masses are not gonna look into deeper in that because they don't care about that. They just care that there's blood on the shield. Like you have to understand, the masses that watch this, they don't want to get political in this type of
I
stuff.
don't know.
That's why.
I literally turned it off the minute that happened. I turned it off. I couldn't finish watching it. I couldn't finish watching it until later because it pissed me off that much. And then I went back and finished texting Jackie.
Wait, the first episode or John Walker killing the refugee?
Not this episode. The episode where he killed the refugee.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, why didn't you? Let me ask you that. Why didn't you stick around to watch it? Like, what made you?
That didn't hit close to home for you at all?
No, of course it did, but I can.
That's why. You're talking about something that happened that literally, don't get me wrong, it's a fictional version, but it's what is our everyday life. And there is currently a trial going on. It pissed me smooth the fuck off. And I literally had to stop it. I was like, nope, walk away.
I think that was so okay. Before I say anything, are you okay with that happening? Are you not okay with that? Are you?
This is why I don't use the camera.
Disney shouldn't do it. Wait,
I think Disney needs to stop pretending like they woke. Because she's over here making faces and I'm mimicking her.
Okay. I feel like
Disney is playing like they're woke. Are they actually asleep?
Yeah.
Are they napping? What's going on?
I feel like, so you think that they shouldn't put shit like that in these shows?
My whole point of watching these shows is to escape reality, not be reminded of my reality.
Yeah, I feel that.
Good point. Okay.
Yeah, I honestly respect that. Like, that.
Do you have statistics on how many people stopped watching when?
We're waiting for those to come out. I'm curious to see if it changed any. How many people actually stuck around? There's people that were on the stream. I won't lie. They were like, you know what? I ain't seen it, and I'm not buying Disney, but I'm gonna go borrow my sister's or whomever's.
Yeah.
Because now I'm curious about the cop scene. It was just the cop scene we were talking about, but they were curious to see how it played out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they did anything to him. It was just the profiling.
Yeah, I explained that to them over the stream, but I'm curious to see if it impacted anybody. The profiling is more realistic. I understand what you're saying. Why, like Elias, it wouldn't have immediately been the first thought of a political thing or anything about what's going on. But I'm curious to see how many people stopped it right there and had to walk away like I did just because it hit too close to home. But you got to remember, I'm also the person who had my brother killed with a cop right on top of him, just like he was. So
it's super close to you. Yeah. I feel that. You know, it's you know what's funny? I can give a sidetrack connection to that. Like, there was a point in my life where I had a gun drawn at me, and it was extremely traumatizing for me. And I remember for a couple of months I couldn't like see shows with guns. Or like it was so silly. Like, I couldn't even play Call of Duty for a while because like it would kind of like trip up my anxiety. So I can understand that, to be honest.
Jackie, we can continue. I can see it all in your face.
I'm sorry, Jackie.
I mean,
but I gotta listen to y'all ramble about stuff I don't even know anything about.
Yeah, but you had to bring it into the real world and shit. Now everybody's depressed.
No, that doesn't mean everybody's depressed. I'm not depressed. I mean, you want to bring it into the real world, we can talk about his psychoschematic breakdown too at the very beginning. I can go ahead and analyze that whole thing for you. That was hilarious.
I honestly found it wild how he was like, I don't hear anything.
I did. It sounded like somebody was dragging a beer can across a wood floor.
I don't have a beer can.
It was her.
Oh. I found it wild funny how like he's sitting there like, I didn't mean to, you don't understand, and then
you saw what happened, he deserved it.
Yeah, and then everything turned left. He was like, yo, give me the shield. And then John Walker looked up and said, this is what you wanted all along. And in my head I'm like, yeah, he wanted you to kill a refugee to take the shield. Hey, you got it, buddy. Like, what a fucking sociopath. Like, oh man, that was fucking great. That dude is gonna be psycho. I thought he was gonna be good. I thought he was gonna turn out to be good. Like, man, I fucked up. I don't know. I have faith in America. I guess I'm an idiot.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know.
Why
I
is
don't
he
know.
in this again? He
I
had
don't
faith in
even-
America. All
I
right,
don't
let's go ahead. So we done throw the shield down and walked off like, bitch, I told you to take the shield,
know.
but you didn't listen.
Exactly what his eyes said too, and all that. That was the best.
I just
Sam
feel very
slaying that.
naked right now. I'm wearing a shirt, but it's low, so it looks like I'm flashing y'all, but I'm not. Like, look, there is a shirt. Oh
But
shit!
yeah,
That
she
was
got
super.
on me for wearing a hoodie.
It just every time I see myself, I see an abundance of skin, and it's very concerning to me. Anyway, that's for you.
Are you wearing a
Wait, it's not
sweater?
in the camera. That's for
Are
you.
you wearing
Yes,
a sweater?
because it's a little chilly.
So
It's
just
like
zipper up the
60
sweater.
something. No, it's not that chilly. I said it's a little chilly. It's not cold.
Oh,
It's 59 degrees.
I guess.
Anyhow,
So yeah, so Bucky dropped
57 degrees.
Bucky
Sorry.
dropped the shield. Sam was just there, like, holy shit, my back hurts. I lost my wings.
If I didn't have like raccoon eyes, I would be monochrome. Like just all of this is one tone. Anywho, so yeah, Bucky drops the shield, gives it to Sam. Next thing we see is Reyes, right? Homeboy with the that was her dog. Now we get the whole sound effects crew from her happenings. Anywho, she's either whispering and we can barely hear, or we hear like the full circus. Anywho, so then Reyes comes in and he's like, "Yo, homegirl pieced out. We don't know where the fuck she is. So y'all just like go chill, have a vacation or some shit." And they decide, oh, my battery is about to die. Let me plug it in.
They decide, oh, my battery is about to die.
Yep, that's what they decided.
Mm-hmm. So for some reason, I bring both of these fuckers on every week. In case y'all didn't know, I am Cinematic Adventures. They're just some random strangers I met along the way.
Hold
I don't
up.
even know how we happened
Let's
to come
be
along.
clear. Let's be clear. You originally wouldn't do it without me when I couldn't be here. Then you definitely told Elias today that you can't do this show without him being here.
That
Just
is
like
true.
you couldn't do it without me being here. So this is all you, bro.
These are all lies. I don't know what the hell.
Oh,
she's talking about right
Yo,
now.
can I go ahead?
So-
I got the proof.
If you subscribe to both
I have-
FHL and VOP Patreon,
The-
we'll show you the written proof that she needs.
I
this on
have
the
the mute button, and I can put something else. You know what?
You think I
Fine.
give 2 flying Raspatooties?
Welcome to Cinematic Adventures.
Bro, I got you.
Oh shit! If this no, you best bring your ass back
No.
up here. See,
Ace, no, she's gonna turn off her camera.
I'm about to do it. I hit that button. It's like nuclear. It doesn't come back on. You all know this. Anywho, I hate being on camera. Yesterday I was on camera for 8 hours. 8.
What did
As
you
in
do?
ocho. Hefe, if you don't bring your ass back on here.
Bro.
This some bitch.
Wanna
And she
shout
muted
out-
herself.
No, I
out-
have to do something for my dog real quick, so I had to turn off my camera because when I stand up, my ass is in the camera, and I don't think everybody wants to see my
She was
ass.
trying to moon us. She showed her
No,
all of
I'm
her tatas.
definitely
earlier.
wearing pants,
No,
and I
this-
did not
Moon
show
us.
my tatas. That's why I've been wearing a hoodie the entire
You did.
damn time.
You did. I
You
saw
a
the
lie.
bean bags. She put them
Really,
all in
because
the
it ain't that big. You a lie.
Oh my
Mhm.
goodness. So
Her
yeah,
tatas are
bigger
bigger.
than mine.
so Falcon's Robin came, and the government came and all that stuff.
That's
And-
called work, Jackie. I'm sure everyone is doing a great job. Are you talking about our boobs? I don't know what's going on anymore. What were you saying?
I was talking about the Falcon psychic that shows up, that I hope becomes a new Falcon.
Spoilers, damn, we're getting there. Shit. It's taking us a
Oh,
while, but we're working on it. Okay.
I
So
wasn't trying to
anyway,
spoil it, but
hmm
that's just what I want.
homeboy. Okay, you know how a ring light works, right? You're supposed to put it like near your face, not in the
Again,
corner in the garage or some
this is
shit.
from my
Okay.
desk. So like I'm here on my couch because I can't go over there right now. It's a situation. Just why are you asking
Why is
things?
everything complicated with you?
My life is complicated. I would love for you to take a
Where's your
chapter
dad?
in it.
Your dad sounds fine.
Yo. Yo. Oh, I'm not gonna don't even get me
Your
started
dad
on
is
him.
so cool.
Don't
He's like,
even
why
get
the fuck would I do that? Y'all missed it, but his dad's awesome. Okay, anywho.
Oh
So all right. So we're back with Reyes, and
yeah.
Reyes was like, yo, those wings are snapped clean the fuck off. What happened? And Sam was like, I don't need that shit anymore. I'm not the Falcon anymore, homie. And he just
He's the
like
best.
he's like, you can have them. And he passes on the wings. You know why he passes on the wings? Because he's got the shield. And he cleans off the shield. There's no blood on the shield. See, Sam gets it, and there's no blood on the shield. Forever stained. The legacy is forever stained, but there's no blood on the shield anymore. And where are we? So he gets and then Reyes is like, yo, we don't know where Carly is. They went to the wind. So they went to like the place where the refugees were, and all the refugees are gone because they were like cleared out. What is
Yeah.
the sound that we're hearing?
Which one? Me
That
giving my
one.
dog a peanut butter filled Kong?
Whoa. Pause.
Anywho, so it sounds like aliens whispering in the background.
That I don't know.
Anywho, so he gets he was like, they're all gone. All the refugees are gone because the GRC has decided to sweep everybody up. Aliens at the border. So they decided to take all the refugees and imprison them, mainly to stop them from helping the flag smashers. And also because they're getting ready to vote on what to do with them. And what they want to do is they want to take all of the refugees from all these countries, because apparently during the blip, during the 5 years of the blip, because there were so few people, there were no borders anymore. So you didn't really have to worry about governments, right? And then, so people could move, or we were free to move about. And then when everybody came back, then they were like, psych, going right back to the way we were before. And that's the problem for the flag smashers. And it has created millions of refugees because people who were freely in other lands, those lands have now rebuilt those walls and are like, get the fuck out if you weren't originally from here. Did you bring enough for everybody?
No.
Anywho, so they're like, yo, we don't know where Carly is. This bitch is in the wind. What are we gonna do? You know what? Sam is like, fuck it, I'm going home. He calls his sis and he's like, I'm on my way. So he heads home, and before he gets home, we get the trial. Everybody was wondering. Some people were saying if it's gonna be like real life accurate, Homeboy's gonna just see, there you go with them tatas again, just right in the camera. Everybody was saying last week that, like, some people were saying he's gonna get off because, America. And then some people were saying, no, he's going to jail. And everybody's half right. Because I said, at the very least, he's not Captain America anymore. And in the first couple of minutes, not even, like, they hadn't even done opening credits yet. And it was like, we'll take that. And home bitch isn't Captain America anymore. Done. So now, he's back in the US and he is, like, I guess court-martialed. And he's on trial. And they were like, yo, you fucked up, son. So we're not going to put your ass in prison, but you are not honorably discharged, which is odd to me Why didn't they just say dishonorably discharged? They didn't dishonorably discharge him. They just said you are not honorably discharged. And then he was like, this is bullshit. I'm just a soldier and I did everything you told me to do. Nah, bitch. Not one person told you to put that serum, to drink that serum, or to go kill that Flashmaster who didn't even kill Lamar. So, he's all pissed off and like stomps out like a fucking toddler. And then his wife comes after him and has a seat. And that is when we get the cameo that everybody was talking about last week that literally not one person guessed. And it wasn't Gambit. It was a woman. Do you guys know who she was? Candace, Ace, whatever the fuck your name is. See, this is why I call you Sorceress. Anyhow, Sorceress. What is your guess? Elias, what is your guess?
I had no idea who she was, but I knew she was a special cameo lady. And I've been trying to wrap my brain around it. And my secret plan was I thought you wasn't gonna do this. I thought you was just gonna talk about her. And then I was gonna go, oh yeah, that's who she was. But yeah, nah, I don't know at all.
Okay, so you didn't look her up? Her name?
Nah, I don't like doing that. I don't like cheating.
Oh, okay. Anywho, she goes by the name what's her name? I was just about to say it. It's like Lady Hydra or something. Madam Hydra. Thank you. Anyway, so that she goes by Madam Hydra, and
okay,
she's probably going to be a big thing, not necessarily in this show, but in the MCU. So this is like her introduction. Now, some people are speculating that she is the power broker. She's not. Also, other people are thinking that Sharon Carter is definitely the power broker because of what happened in this episode. And that cameo was supposed to be emotional. I didn't hear that it was going to be emotional. Oh, yes, I did. They said that an emotional cameo was coming. But was that the cameo, or is it a cameo that's coming in episode 6? We could still get T'Challa or Steve coming back because they keep bringing up Steve. I'm just saying, they keep bringing up Steve. I would not be surprised if we get Steve in episode 6.
Old ass Steve or young ass Steve?
Well, see, here's the thing.
What?
Isn't what?
Wouldn't what happened with Sam and that dude count as an emotional cameo?
No, the emotional cameo. No, Isaiah's already been introduced. They said that there's supposed to be a character introduced into the season that's supposed to be like emotional, and it was like an emotional cameo, right? And so, remember last week we were thinking that it could be like some of us were thinking it would be Black Panther, some of us were thinking it was Steve Rogers because it's supposed to be an emotional cameo.
Yeah.
So I think the emotional scene comes next week because I'm still thinking that we might get to see Steve. Anywho, the reason why I say that
next week's the last episode, right?
Yes. The reason why I say that and why I didn't answer old or young Steve is because if you read the Secret Empire arc, as I have, which is right there, not that you can see it, but I have the episodes, I have the issues. Anywho, in that issue, Madam Hydra is pivotal in the. I don't know how to describe it quickly, but okay. So what ends up happening is Steve Rogers is an old man, okay, and because this dude has stripped him of his superhero serum, and so he's like literally this like 100-year-old man. And he's like withered and everything. And it's just like right now. where he's an old man. He gives the shield to Sam. Sam is Captain America at this point in the comics, right? And um, then there's this cosmic cube. It's very much, it looks just like the Tesseract, but it's not an Infinity Stone. It's actually created on Earth. It's cosmic cube, and it has pretty much the same kind of powers. And that is what they used in the comics to give Bucky his memories back. Steve used it on him. And then this cosmic cube ends up, she meets Steve Rogers and she makes him young again. But when she makes him young, she makes him a Hydra agent. So she actually rewrites his history so that he is a Hydra agent. And when she's rewriting this history and we're watching his history unfold in the comic, like we're rewatching his history, it turns out since he was a little boy, he was friends with Lady Hydra, or with Madam Hydra, sorry. And Madam Hydra has been pretty much leading him since he was a little boy. And so that's why I said, if she is Madam Hydra, we could see young Steve, which would also be a big thing because Sam finally earns the shield and then young Steve comes back. That would be kind of fucked up. That's actually what happened in the comics. But when it happened in the comics and young Steve came back, he didn't take the shield from Sam. Sam is Captain America. And then they even had a disagreement. And they had a disagreement, like kind of fought, but Steve never tried to take. And in the comics, Sam does not get the superhero serum. He stays just Sam. But he doesn't, like, he keeps the shield. And even when Cap disagrees with them and they fight, he never even thinks about taking the shield back because that's Sam's shield. And then Steve gets his own shield, which is kind of like, I don't know, like a misshaped heart kind of shield. Kind of like if you remember Captain America, the first Avenger, the first shield that he holds up that looks kind of dumb. It looks, I don't know, the shield that he had in Captain America, the first Avenger. The one when he was on that propaganda tour, that's the shield that it looks just like that. Like it's shaped like that. And so then for a while you have two Captain Americas. You have Steve Rogers, who's like the young Steve Rogers with like the weird shield, and then you have Sam Wilson Captain America. But what we didn't know is that Steve Rogers is a Hydra agent because when he got his youth back, his history was rewritten so that this entire time he was an agent of Hydra. So that's why I'm like, don't know. Could be old Steve, could be young Steve. Because Madam Hydra is like influential in that. So anywho. But the thing that we do know is from now on, he's probably going to be U.S. agent. Johnny Walker's probably going to be U.S. agent. He's pissed off that they told him, like, basically you're fired, you get no benefits, and you're just done. The U.S. Army is done with you. Which I think was a really, like, that was a much better deal than he deserved because he killed a man in cold blood. Because the guy he killed was not the guy who killed Lamar. Even though he later goes to Lamar's family and lies and said that, and which links the scene in the elevator in Endgame when Steve told it. Yes, when he said "Hail Hydra," exactly. So even though he goes to Lamar's family and tells Lamar's family that he lies to Lamar's family and said, the guy who killed Lamar, I killed. Well, it wasn't a guy that killed Lamar. It was Carly. And she's still alive. And so he just lied to them, I guess to give them closure, but it's still lies. By the way, this episode is titled Truth. And the reason why this episode is titled Truth, not really because of the lie that he tells there, but because in the comics, there is an issue named Truth. And it's like red, I think it's like Red, Black, and Blue, and it's something like that, and it's the story of Isaiah. And speaking of Isaiah, Sam takes the shield to Isaiah's house, and he has a nice long talk with him. And Sam asks straight up, "What were you in prison for?" And basically, Isaiah did the exact same thing that Steve did when in the first Avenger, where they were all, they all have that, they all have the superhero serum, and some guys didn't survive immediately, like getting dosed, and then the ones that did were all sent into battle, and then he gets out, the rest somehow don't, and he finds out that the U.S. military, in order to cover it up, is just going to bomb the place and take out their own soldiers who are black men who have the superhero serum to cover it up.
Destroy the evidence.
Yeah, to destroy the evidence. So Isaiah does the exact same thing Steve does in First Avenger when he went and saved Bucky. And the difference is, after Steve comes back from saving Bucky and the 101st, Steve is literally promoted to an actual captain. When Isaiah comes back, they throw him in jail for 30 years and experiment on him to find out why he survived. And his wife was writing to him every week, and they wouldn't even let him see her letters. They told his wife that she died. They told his wife that he died, and so just so they could experiment on him. And there was a nurse after 30 years who felt bad for him, so she gave him all of his wife's letters, and she let him. She basically like created a loophole to make it seem like he died in the system, which is why he did not want to be found, because on paper he's dead. And that's why when Sam was like, "Let me go public," he was like, "No, they will kill me." And Sam kind of thinks that's ridiculous because it's like, once we tell the world is watching, they're not going to kill you. But Isaiah's like, "This is the United States government. They will kill me." So, he asked him, Sam asked him a bunch of questions about what happened. And Isaiah was basically like, "Just because you come in here with that white man's shield, you think things have changed. Things have not changed. They will kill me to eliminate the evidence, just like they tried to do before, just like when they throw him in jail, to eliminate the evidence and, to cover it up, because that's what they do. They lie about history, like they lie about us, like they've been doing for 500 years. And that is true. There are a lot of black achievements that people don't know are black achievements that white people have taken credit for. For example, you would not have the light bulb. Like, you ask somebody who invented the light bulb, everybody says Thomas Edison. You wouldn't have the light bulb without the filament. The filament was invented by a black man.
Yep.
But that part is kept quiet. And there's all kinds of things. Like, I never knew that there was an entire wing of NASA with black women who were so smart they were literally called computers, and that they excelled at STEM, science, technology, math. And like, when I was a kid, I would have loved to, I was actually really good at science, but I was bad at math. And I thought, I'm just not good at math. But if I had known, like, if somebody had said, like, "No, here's Katherine Johnson," and told me her story, I probably would have found inspiration in that and would have tried harder and given a shit and been like, "Well, I can do that now." But no, nobody told me that. So I just went, "Well, I'm an artist. Math's not for me." And that's the narrative that has happened for 500 years, just like Isaiah Bradley said. And then he says, and this is kind of the bomb. This is what he said. Thomas said, and so let's see. Thomas said, "That was emotional. Um, and that was at any point to turn the TV off. That was it. Ace said that whole scene shook me to my bones. You can feel it, and if you can't, something ain't right with you. Thomas said exactly, and then he said, when he said that they erased his life, that got me mad. That's true, they did. Just like he said, they erase it for they just like they erased other black people's lives, and then
Not only that, but it's the fact that they used him for experimenting. There is a doctor that was known for all of his subjects that he took to his basement were black people, and he
yes,
experimented on them.
Yep.
that's not even out of the norm. Like Henrietta Lacks, like that's we were because and then even today because it's still part of medicine today, doctors think that black people, particularly black women, have a much higher threshold for pain than anybody else. So we're often either not prescribed anesthetics or not properly prescribed anesthetics. So that's like pervasive in it's like built into the cake in the US. So then he drops the bomb when he says that that they will never let a black man be Captain America. And then he says, no self respecting black man would want to be. So now Sam has some shit to think about. So then he goes home to his sisters. So he goes back to Louisiana, which, side note, Anthony Mackie, the actor who plays Sam Wilson, is actually from Louisiana. So he goes back to Louisiana to help his sister work on the boat. He's helping his nephews like unknot a net, and he's like reminiscing about the boat, talking about how much he'll miss it. And his nephews are like, "Oh, we can't sell it; it's too fucked up." And he was like, "Does this bitch ever gonna tell me this?" So then they go. So then he talks to his sister, and she's like, "Look, it's too fucked up. The dude I was going to sell it to won't buy it because it needs too many repairs. It would cost more to fix it than it's worth. So there's no point in trying to sell it." And then the next day for school, he said, he sees his nephews off, and she reminds her sons to give food to this kid that they go to school with. And she tells Sam, like, yeah, there's this guy who's like a single father, and he just like won't wake up before noon, and his kids are always hungry, but the kids won't ask for help. So then Sam's like, because he's like, yeah, you're just like mom. Our mom used to give kids food. Her dad used to help other people. And then he was like, hey, I got an idea. How many people owe our parents? And she was like, pretty much everybody. He's like, cool, we gonna call in all those favors. So he does. So he calls everybody in that area and is like, hey, I'm so and so's son. You remember when my dad helped you like 100 years ago? Yeah, we gonna call in a favor. So he calls everybody, and they come, and it's like the community thing. Everybody gets together and they help to rebuild. That's called socialism. And they help them put the boat back together, and they start to help them fix it. And then at one point, somebody gives them something which it looks like a washing machine. What the fuck do I know? It's a boat part. And it's sitting on the truck, and Sam's like, hey, thanks, but how are we going to get it off the truck? Next thing you know, this bitch is lifted off and put down, and Bucky goes, you're welcome. And I was just like, can I have you? Anyway, so then, what?
What?
AKA that turned her on. Next.
So,
Oh my god. No, can we talk about how he's been saying that to him every time he helps out Sam? Like he'll be like, "You're welcome." So like I love that scene before Jackie made it weird. Like like he
what?
literally picks the
I
motor
didn't
up
know such
or
thing.
whatever that shit. Yes, you did. He was like, "Yo," he picks it up, he brings it down, and all I thought was, "Can I have you?" I
He
was
laid it
like, I
down.
was like OD in the moment. Then I'm like, "What?
He
What?"
laid
Like
it down. You're right. He laid it
he
down.
laid. Oh my, oh my god. But
When
yeah,
it,
I actually like
um,
that he said it. Like everybody's standing there, and then he's like, "You're welcome," and then they literally all look back at Sam like, "Who is this guy? Like, why is he here?"
Yep. So
Oh,
Bucky's
okay.
here, and oh wait, so rewind a minute. Welcome to the world of Jackie storytelling, where shit just kind of happens randomly, but not necessarily in the order that it happened in the show. So Bucky. So as Sam goes after Sam talks to Isaiah, Bucky is on his adventure, right? So we start out with this statue of it's like the memorial for Sokovia, and we pull back, and Zemo is standing there. Jackie has to fight Sam's sister now. Oh, you know what? We're not there yet. We're not there yet. Calm down, Thomas. Let's wait. Just wait a minute. Anyway, so we have to go. So we're at the Sokovia Memorial, and you pan back, and Zemo is standing there, being all Zemo, and then he says he looks to his right, and he's like, "I was wondering how long it was going to take you to find me." Almost like this fool been showing up here every day at like 2 o'clock. Like, where are you at? And so Bucky finally shows up. Like, I have some shit to deal with, and then he's like, "Okay, it's time. LMAO, my money's on Jackie Oddly." Probably should be. So Bucky, then you get that scene from the trailer where Bucky puts the gun on Zemo, and he like releases the safety, and he shoots him, and nothing happens, and then he opens up his vibranium hand, and all the bullets fall out in slow
Oh
motion.
my god.
And
Oh my
what?
god, Jackie, relax.
I'm describing the scene. I don't know what's wrong with
Okay,
you.
no.
Anyway,
You're making it weird.
how am I making it weird? Anywho, I don't know what's wrong
First
with
of
you
all,
guys today.
the way how you said vibranium hand, you didn't even say vibranium hand. You said vibranium hand. Like Jesus Christ.
I did not.
Did,
It did not happen.
did he
No
did
such
he
thing.
use that vibranium hand and punch through your cervix wall? Like, oh my god.
This is a good Christian channel.
Oh,
Oh my! I am shocked and appalled.
Oh,
Good
my
sir.
goodness. Yeah, good sir.
Anywho, so Bucky basically like faked out killing him, and instead we pan back, and the Dora Milaje are like, "We got this," and they take his ass to their super duper plane, and Ao walks up to him, and she was like, "All right, we cool down, but like chill on Wakanda because they probably aren't. So they haven't quite forgiven you yet. Give it a couple months. Like don't try to come right now, but you can come back eventually." And he's like, "Cool." And then he's like, "Hold up, can I ask a favor?" And then now we're back on the boat after he threw it down, and he's talking to Sam, and he's like, "Yo, I saw that." And he's like, "I just came to deliver this," and he hands Sam a case, and they don't open the case. Sam just looks at the case, and then Bucky was like, "Yo, you need some help?" And Sam was like, "Fucking looks like, of course I need some help. Let's go." So the two of them, there's like a buddy training mod. That's not really training, but like a buddy ship fixing montage, and it's really funny because at times Bucky uses his left arm, or his left arm is the one with the it's the vibranium one, and at times Bucky uses his right arm, and it's like he's stronger than Sam with his right arm because he is a super soldier, but it's nowhere near as strong as the vibranium arm. So sometimes he uses the wrong arm, and Sam's like, "Why did you just use the fucking vibranium arm?" And he's like, "I forget I have it sometimes. I'm right-handed." So it's kind of funny. So then,
That was such a real ass answer too. I was like, yeah, I feel you.
and they're just like, and they're actually like getting along like friends, and they're fixing stuff. It's like a buddy moment, and it's so wonderful. Drinking beers, everything. Sarah comes like, he's like, "Hey," and she's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Okay." And then
that was
Sam was
wow.
like, Sam was like, "Don't you flirt with my sister?" And Bucky's like, "What?" And then Bucky does that like, well, I guess I'll get a hotel room and go fly out tomorrow. And Sam's like, look, shithead, you know you can stay with me. All you had to do was ask. You're going to stay on the couch. So then he stays on the couch. And then we kind of do have like, it kind of reminded me of that moment in WandaVision when Quicksilver was like spending the night and, you know, sleeping on the couch. And then the twins come in the room. It kind of reminded me of that because like Bucky's sleeping on the couch and he actually slept and he opened his eyes because like it also reminded me of that moment in at the end of Black Panther when the little kids come and they're like looking over him while watching him while he sleeps and he opens his eyes to like two little kids sitting on top of him. Kind of reminded me of that because they were like hovering over him and then he opens his eyes. He's like, hey, and they're like, yo, what's up? And then you know they continue working on the boat, and then Sam and Bucky are like they're training with the shield, and it's kind of cool because they're literally bouncing the shield back and forth off of things. So like Sam would throw the shield, it would hit a tree, bounce, it would hit a tree, bounce and hit another tree, and then Bucky would catch it. And then Bucky would throw the shield and it'd bounce off like 3 trees and then Sam would catch it. And I was like, this is like my favorite Frisbee catch ever. And they're talking while this happens. And they're talking about like Carly because they were like, yo, we still haven't found Carly. And not Sebastian. Bucky is like, yo, Zemo thinks the only way to take her out, like to deal with her is to kill her. And I'm like, that's interesting because Sam originally thought the only way to deal with your crazy ass was to kill you. And here you are in his sister's yard. Not dead. So Sam's still like, I think I can get to her. And they're, you know, talking and everything. And then Sam says, are you having nightmares still? And unlike when he was talking to the therapist and lied and said no, he immediately says, yes, I have them every night. And then Sam, Mitre, hey. Sam is like, well, the only way, the enthusiasm when she speaks is addictive. Who is VOP USA Radio? I thought that was you two fools.
No, I'm not on VOP USA Radio.
Somebody's on VOP
It
right
could be
now.
Coin. It could
No,
be
he would
Coin
be-
trying to defend
Coin 69696969.
6969. You forgot to.
No, I didn't. I said Coin 6969696969. That's his name. Anywho,
That's
so VOP USA Radio aren't a dickhead. What? I didn't call
What?
anybody a dickhead. Aren't you? I meant. I'm confused. You got me confused. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. Yo, did we miss a conversation from them recently or something?
I guess so.
Like, yo.
Anywho,
All
all right. So, so Sam was like, "Yo, you having nightmares?" And Bucky was like, "Yup, every night." And then Sam was like, Sam goes into counselor mode, like how we met him in Winter Soldier, and he's a better counselor than that stupid fucking therapist. So he's like, you know why you're still having the nightmares, right? And he was like, you need to make amends with people. And Bucky's like, yeah, I've been doing that. And Sam's like, no, you've been avenging them. You've been putting right what the wrongs that you did as Winter Soldier. That's not going to bring you peace. What's going to bring you peace is when you give closure to the people who need it. You've got to help them. And Bucky's just like, yo, you didn't have to go there like that. You struck the main nerve, and that's just not even right. Like that's, you dancing on the nerves. And Sam was like, bro, you got to do it. You don't do it, you're not going to get to sleep. The nightmares are going to keep attacking you. And Sam's like, that hurts. So then that's when you have the other scene that's in the trailer when they were like, okay, well, we're not partners. We're certainly not friends. what are we? We're co-workers. Yeah, we're okay. I'll see you later because we'll hook up. Like we'll be back together next episode when we go fight the Flag Smashers and deal with Carly. And like most likely, Johnny Walker dumbass is gonna do something stupid, and we're gonna have to come deal with his ass too. So like we'll catch up. I'll see you later. So then Bucky fucks off, and I don't know why you're smiling. Anyway, so then Sam is like, okay, let me get at this because I'm not like Sam is the one person not juiced up on super soldier serum, so he's got to like work. So he does this fighting montage, and he's just like doing the exercises and the push-ups and shit, and he's throwing the shield, and the shield almost decapitates him, and he's throwing the shield, and he's got to move out of the way, and he's throwing the shield, and it goes over his head, and then he's like, and I mean like this is like some Creed shit, like he's on running, and when he runs, if you notice, the camera is panned so that there's room on his left. Just saying. And he's doing the montage, and he's doing some flips, and then he catches it, and you're like, oh! And then he throws it, and then he catches it, but it's kind of sloppy, so you're like, keep going. And so he's running, and he's doing the push-ups, and he's doing all the work, and then he throws the shield, and then he goes, bing, 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 and then he catches it, just like Steve did, and then he does it again, boom, and then he does like Steve's, trip, like flip that he does, because like if you watch any,
I love these sound effects.
Shut up. If you watch any Steve Captain America movie, or like even if you watch any Avengers movie, especially Age of Ultron, Steve Rogers does this thing where like he throws the shield and then he does this like side like flippy thingy, and then he like punches somebody.
Some ice skating shit. Yeah, we know.
Right, and then he like punches somebody, and then he like lands, but not in a superhero pose because he like lands like Superman, like he does like a Superman punch somebody when he lands. Anywho, Sam decides to do that, but he does like a, and then he does like the, and then he lands, and then he catches the shield, and I was like, whoa! And so now he is Captain America. So
I just have to say, for all the people that are listening to this on audio only, the sound effects don't do it justice. You have to watch the hand gestures too. So please come on Haps.tv or VOP.
This is why I don't do camera. Anywho,
no.
So, so now we're like, he's Captain America. So now, like, he doesn't need the Falcon wings because he is Cap. We got a black Cap, y'all. Sam was doing the same shield workout that Johnny Walker was doing in episode 2, throwing it to trees and watching the shield bounce back to him. Yes, except we got to see Sam fail, because one of them times that shield damn near decapitated his ass. It came and he was like, "Fool!" had to duck. And then a couple of times, like he would catch it like too late, and he would catch it, but it was like off balance. And then there was one time when he literally had to duck. So he was just like, he wasn't very good at first. But he got it. He hung in there. He was running to the right. And he's running and doing the push-ups. And now he's ready. Oh, shit, I can't believe I'm on camera. Y'all saw all that. Now he's ready. So, like, he's Cap. And, yeah, it was trial and error, indeed. So you have to have a montage to see the pain. See what he had to go through. So, what else happens after that? Because I just remember, like, so Zemo's already been taken to. Oh, Zemo was taken to the. I wanted to say The Rock, but that's a different movie. What's it called? The underground prison that nobody can escape. Then in the comics, it's not on water.
No, that's Game of Thrones. Never mind.
I don't remember the name of it.
What was it? Cyborg, you know the name. Come on, homie. Hook us
All
up.
I remember is she said that he was going there to finish out the rest of his days, and then probably smart of Bucky to stay scarce from Wakanda for a while.
You know who knows it?
Right.
VOP USA Radio. Come on, Dan. I know you know the answer. You're a major Marvel guy.
How is he a major Marvel guy? He hasn't even seen the entire MCU.
Imagine he comes up with the fucking answer and it's right. Come on, Dan, you got this.
I honestly don't. What was the name? I know the name because in the comics, It's like the it's kind of like the Marvel version of the Phantom Zone, but in the MCU, it's that prison that everybody was sent to at the end of Civil War that was underground that Steve came and broke everybody out of. Anyway, that's where Zemo is now.
Oh, oh,
After,
I thought he'd be like in Wakanda.
no,
The
no, it's the
raft.
same. Thank you, the raft. That's it. He was sent. So Ao says that she's going to take Zemo to the raft. And so everybody's thinking, ooh, Thunderbolt Ross runs the raft. We're about to get the Thunderbolts. Probably. So this is not the last we'll see of Zemo. Sharon Carter, because I just remembered we haven't talked about her yet. So she makes a phone call. And when she makes this phone call, she's talking to somebody. You can't hear exactly what they're saying, but it sounds like the person is speaking French quietly. You hear like, and you're like,
That's what French sounds like in quietness to you.
That's what that's quiet French. And
You
you're
might
like,
as well have been doing the whole Charlie Brown teacher shit. Wah, 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 wah.
no, because it's Le Wong.
Like, wah.
So that's what you hear, and you're like, I don't know who she's talking to, but it sounds like somebody is speaking French. And she's like, yo, I know it didn't work out in the I know it didn't work out last time, but I'm gonna hook you up. So I need you to hook somebody else up. Bam. And you're like, the fuck is she talking about? And next thing you know, we are at an undisclosed location. And we are with Carly and the surviving power broker, or not power brokers, flag smashers, the surviving flag smashers. And they're having a speech. And, you know, it's like, it's that rallying cry. And she's like, yo, they've killed off so many people. And she finds out that the GRC, or she's talking about the fact that the GRC is getting ready to have a vote as to whether or not they can just dump the refugees someplace. And she was like, these motherfuckers, how many people do we have to kill for them to realize we ain't playing? And that's pretty much what she says. And then Batroc the Leaper, remember him from Captain America Winter Soldier, and also episode 1 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Lots of Winter Soldier going on. He comes in with the case, not unlike the case that Sam now has that he has yet to open. And he comes in with the case.
Spoilers.
It's not a spoiler. We already talked about the case. I just said he hadn't opened it yet.
Oh yeah, you're right. My fault. I'm sorry.
Man, pay attention. Shit. Anywho, so he opens up the case to Carly, and he's like, an array of weapons. Very Tony Stark-esque, right? And then Carly's like, yo, we're going to use all them bitches. And then Homeboy is the other flag smasher. I can't remember his name because apparently it's not important. And he's like, so we're working with criminals now? And she's like, we are criminals. I don't know if you didn't get the memo, but we've been criminals for a hot minute. Like, I blew up some people pissed. So then, and you know, that dude's just like not having it. He's just like, he does not want to work with Batroc the Leaper. And Batroc is like, yo, I want to kill Falcon. And she's like, I have a plan. And she hits a button on her cell phone. And then you see all these people who are chilling, and it pulls back, and it kind of looks like Central Park. You see all these people who are chilling get up and then walk towards her. And then you pull back more, and then you you think, hey, that's Central Park. And then Homeboy, who has the Falcon wings now, tells Sam, hey, we had these signatures that kept going off all throughout Europe and everywhere the Flag Smashers went, and that signal has just gone off again. And it's in New York. And Sam's like, time to suit up. And he goes to that case that Bucky brought him from Wakanda, and he opens it, and then we get a Pulp Fiction moment where you don't get to see what's in the case. That's for next week. But there's like a glow, and we think it's Marcellus Wallace's soul. And then next thing you know, we are in New York where the GRC is meeting, and they're talking about like, let's just dump the refugees. Fuck it. Like, we don't even need these people. And they're arguing about it as to whether or not they should. And then you see that the Flag Smashers have infiltrated their meeting, and they cut the power, and shit starts popping off. And that's all I remember. Because I think it just doesn't it just like move on to the next scene, and we don't really get to see the end of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then like after that you get the scene of like Sam opening up Marcellus Wallace's soul, and you see the glow, and that's it. And then there's a post-credit scene. Yay for post-credit scenes. And in this post-credit scene you hear the hammer, very much like the post-credit scene at Endgame, where Tony Stark is using the hammer from Iron Man. And someone is using a hammer and welding, and they are creating something, and it's a weapon. It's a shield, and it's John Walker. He is not done being Captain America, and he is creating his own shield, and that's the post-credit scene. Yay!
I didn't see that.
We made it through the whole episode. It's because you didn't watch past the credits. So
Yeah, for real.
Ace says Dovich is the hot flag smasher whose name you don't recall.
Wow.
I don't know if Ace
another one
knows
that
this.
has the hots for another.
I don't know if Ace
I'll
knows
tell
this
you
or
if
not,
someone's
but
not, it don't mean that I like have the hots for. I don't drool over them like Jackie does.
I didn't drool. And by the way, you yourself, I have the text. You yourself said that the Winter Soldier is smoking hot when he does the arm crank thing.
That scene, yeah,
Oh
that was
my
a hot
God.
moment for him.
We're
Him as an
still on the
individual,
arm.
hot
We're still on this dude's fucking arm thing.
I'm sorry that you're not into Bucky, but the Winter Soldier is sexy as fuck. So
remember when this was a family show?
right?
It started at 9 p.m. Pacific. What children are awake
bitch.
right now?
He said, bitch.
Mine.
My kids are up.
You don't have
In
any
heaven.
kids. Anywho, questions, comments, concerns, difficulties, doubts.
Can I follow?
By the way, Nick, if you're watching this shit, you better comment, because if I see you tomorrow and your ass says I saw this, I just didn't want to comment, I'm gonna touch your pooch.
She ain't lying either.
What?
That wasn't for you. Move on. Anywho,
What does a pooch mean?
You missed all that.
Anywho, so
Nick, respond. I
Comments.
think she's gonna sexually assault you.
it's nothing sexual. You freak, get your brain out of the gutter.
Oh, that's a weird name for a regular body part. Pooch. Exactly. Thank you, Thomas. Touch the pooch. Like, yo, who says that?
Okay, so can we talk about Falcon and Winter Soldier? Do y'all want to discuss, or do you want to talk about?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. We want to talk about Bucky's arm thing.
If you want to talk about Bucky's arm, I can talk about Bucky's
No,
arm.
I don't. No, I
You want to talk
know
about the
you don't.
vibranium one?
I know.
Or do you want to talk about
I-
the silver one? The silver one was a little bit hotter because it had that star on it. Anywho,
Oh my god, women and the bad boys.
anywho,
Uh,
so y'all, we have 12 minutes. It's going to get ugly in New York next week for sure. Oh, damn sure. It's on.
Technically,
It's on
you
and
have more
popping.
than 12 minutes.
It turns 11 in 12 minutes. That's what my clock
And
just
you
said.
technically have longer than that because it started late, so the time was extended.
no, I have 12 minutes.
Also, you would be proud of me. I changed the name of the stream and gave it a description
I'm proud of
while I
you.
was waiting on you fuckers to come on.
That's funny because it was changed earlier today, but okay.
No, I changed it right before the stream.
Did you not notice that it had already been changed earlier today?
It was something else when I
Did
changed
you not
it.
notice that you changed cinematic adventures to cinematic adventure?
It really
No,
was.
it said round table. when I
No.
went on there right before this went,
Hold up.
it said roundtable. What?
Hey, hold up. Yep. Oh, that stuff is the same stuff that I put in there.
No, it's not. That I literally just put it in there right before,
You
where
better
it
go look.
says Falcon and Winter Soldier spoiler talk.
You better go look.
JP, Elias, and Ace.
Nope. It doesn't say that.
Who's JP?
Who the fuck do you?
You never actually updated it. It's a good thing I updated it then, huh?
JP is the person not named Elias or Ace Genius.
Yeah, I love. Yeah, I feel like Ace whenever she goes to therapy. I mean Jackie whenever she. Well, I mean Ace too. Whenever they go to therapy, they're gonna spend like a whole 10 hours just talking about me. Yo, this dude literally looked at me and asked, "Who's JP? The fuck's the matter with him?"
Anywho, did you know you can watch it actually through a restream? That's kind of freaky.
You didn't know that?
Why would I know that? I had the CPU of a fucking cantaloupe. Shit wasn't working if I opened up another tab. It's going to get ugly next week. You think Carly will be killed next week or live to be in prison? Sam is not going to kill Carly. That's going to be the juxtaposition of Sam and Johnny Walker shithead. He's going to leave her alive.
She ain't gonna die.
She's gonna be an Avenger.
See,
and if she dies like out of a casualty.
Okay,
secondhand, not because it's direct.
Calm down, Drago. If she does, she does. She's not gonna die. Okay?
No, I said she's not gonna die, but if she does,
that's how you said that. If she does,
No.
she does.
I think Sharon. I think the who's the fuck is the bookmaster? The hell his name is?
Power broker.
I think he's gonna kill. Yeah, that guy. I think he's gonna kill Carly at the end. Like when Ace said, like a mysterious sudden death. I think they're not gonna kill her, and then she's gonna go to prison, and then the power broker is gonna get an assassin and shoot her up as for payback for killing the science, for getting the scientist killed.
Okay, all that was nonsense.
Destroying the serum.
But here's the thing.
Damn.
Here's the thing that I think is gonna happen. Because like Thomas just said, the wild card is the French dude, so who knows? The French dude is Batroc the Leaper, right? And Batroc really wants to kill Falcon. Because it seems that, because remember, Batroc is a mercenary, right? And the very first episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier, he tangles with Sam when he is set to kidnap some dude. We have no idea who the dude was or why he was set to kidnap him. But remember, he's a mercenary. He does shit for hire. So Sharon Carter sent him to go get the dude, the army dude. And then Sam broke him out. Sam freed him. And so he's all pissed off at Sam because several of his dudes died. So his whole thing is he wants to kill Sam, right? So Batroc the Leaper is going to be there. He wants to kill Sam. Now, at first, I was thinking Sharon Carter can't be the power broker because she just sent Batroc the Leaper to help the Flag Smashers. And remember, the power broker is trying to get the Flag Smashers. The power broker is like, I want my serum back, right? Power broker keeps threatening the Flag Smashers. So I'm like, why would Sharon Carter be the power broker if she's trying to help them by sending Batroc the Leaper? But here's the thing. Everybody keeps saying that the power broker is a he, right? What if Sharon Carter is the power broker, but she's paying Batroc the Leaper to be the face? So kind of like a Mandarin thing with Iron Man 3, where it's like you think everybody else thinks this person is the power broker, but it's really somebody else. Le hon hon hon.
All right, I feel that.
But then the next question is like, is that too much to uncover in one episode? Because we've got one episode to tie all of the loose ends.
You assume they're gonna tie all the loose ends, though.
Even so, Sharon Carter kills Carly. That's my prediction.
Why do you think Sharon Carter? I mean, if anybody would kill Carly, I think it would be Sharon Carter. But why do you think Sharon Carter would kill Carly?
I just think right now we're seeing a lot of good from someone that's a criminal. So I feel like they're gonna like show us like, hey, don't forget, Sharon Carter is really a bad guy,
Why do
and
you
she's
think
gonna
she's a bad
like
guy?
I don't know.
She's
I
never
think
been
she's
a
playing
bad.
a
Up to
bad
this
guy.
point, she hasn't been a bad guy. Up
I
to
think
this point,
art
she was always a good
thieving
guy.
is pretty bad.
Huh?
I think art thieving is pretty bad.
Really? You're gonna hang it all on that. So she
No,
sells a
I'm just
couple
saying
of
she's
art
a
pieces,
criminal.
and now
She
she's
doesn't.
Doctor
I'm
Evil.
not saying she's. No, I'm not saying she's Doctor Evil at all. See, I'm just saying she is a bad guy. She's an art thief. She is a bad guy. So like we're forgetting like like we're seeing oh yeah Sharon Carter. She's still the U.S. government person just like before the blip. Nah, she had a whole 5 years of her
You
doing
can be a
shady
U.S.
shit.
government person and be a bad guy. My thing was, I thought Sharon Carter is still CIA, and she might still be CIA. She could be CIA and still be the power broker, or she could be connected to the power broker. All I'm saying is there is a connection between Sharon and the power broker, whether she is the power broker or whether she's just connected to the power broker, like whether she's
Hmm.
working with him. But there is a power. She's connected to the power broker. Then Thomas says this next episode is supposed to be long, so I hope they tie a lot of things together. See, tying up loose
Yeah,
ends.
I agree.
Cyborg
But
knows.
also
You got me.
before we end it though, if anything, Sharon Carter will definitely reveal Gambit before the episode's over. So just don't forget that, everybody. Kevin Feige tweeted that to me earlier today. He wanted me to tell you at first.
Cinnamon Sorceress, what sayest you?
The
On which part?
Any of it?
Gambit
Just
part.
not the Gambit part. Shut the fuck up about the Gambit.
I don't know. I'm kind of still stuck on what's her nuts? Fucking
On what's her nuts?
Madam Hydra.
Madam Hydra, yes.
I'm still stuck on her. First of all, it's the fact that I love the way she plays the whole scene. She literally comes up, don't even really talk to the wife at all. It's talking to him. Wife's talking, completely ignores, continues to talk to him. She plays that whole coy, like, I think you did the right thing taking that serum. And then it's the fact that she points out that you just put yourself in a position where a lot of people are going to be after you. She keeps reminding them that, in a sense, he's going back to work for the government the way that she's going to play it. I love the part where she is immediately, as the wife's still talking, who are you? She continues to talk to him while pulling that blank ass business card out, goes ahead and hands it over to her, just keeps on with her conversation. Never once looking until the moment that she decides to acknowledge the second best thing tied with marrying her, and then goes back to the conversation. I feel like she plays a bigger part than just the Hydra factor. I think she's the link to the power broker.
Thomas says now that Madam Hydra's in the mix, she could be the power broker.
That was my original thought at first, was she was the power broker, but the way that she worded it about how he'd be valuable to a lot of people makes me wonder, either A, is she the power broker, or B, is she the one that's going to link him with the power broker?
You know who the power broker is?
Aunt Jemima.
Zemo.
Why? Zemo wants everybody dead.
I'll let y'all sit with that for a minute and I'll let you marinate.
That actually be great. Yeah, that actually
Zemo
be
wants
brilliant.
everybody dead, though, with the exception of Bucky, because he did tell Bucky that he would never kill him.
Why?
Because Bucky didn't want to take the serum. Bucky was forced to take the serum.
And prove that he became
It
a
was
completely
given
different man.
to him. Yeah. So Bucky, remember, his whole thing is he doesn't like people who want to be heroes, and Bucky never signed up for any of this. Bucky didn't even enlist in the army. He was drafted. None of this was voluntary for him.
And if you remember, throughout every episode that Zemo was in it, he was testing him with questions or noticing the way they react to things, and he'd always be like, interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
So The reason why I say Zemo is because, again, going back to my not my, but the Secret Empire arc in the comics, when Steve was Hydra, there was like a round table or like a council of bad guys who were also Hydra. In that council, Baron Zemo, Madam Hydra, and the Red Skull. And Steve Rogers actually kills the Red Skull, but that's a tale for a different day. But Eric Selvig was also there, but that's not going to be part of this. But yeah, so that's why once you introduce, like, you have already brought in Zemo, and then you're going to introduce Madam Hydra, and you've got an old Cap, and Sam has the shield. This is inching closer and closer to that Secret Empire storyline. I'm just saying, like, all the ingredients are there. You just have to, mix and bake. 375.
Crazy oven.
Oven's preheated, man. That's ready. Anywho, Thomas says Johnny has the serum running through his veins, so he has value and can be a human lab rat like Isaiah. You think they're gonna hook up that white boy? Mm-mm. Nope.
Power Broker would. Power Broker might be one step ahead and think, you know what, Kylie, whatever. She probably already fucked up. Thank you. Carly probably already fucked up all my serum. They done killed my damn professor or doctor or scientist or whatever the fuck you want to call this man. So now I need somebody else in which has the serum that I can use as a lab rat to get what I need.
So, okay. What was the Power Broker's involvement with Homer Boy? Nagel.
Homer.
What was the Power Broker?
Homer Boy.
Yeah, Nagel.
No.
Is the Power Broker the
scientist?
one? Yeah, is the Power Broker
He's the one that was funding
him?
the scientist. Yeah, he's the one that funded the scientist to make the serum.
Okay, so far in this series, we've been introduced to two characters who have the funding to pay for that. Who can handle it?
Madam Hydra
one is Sharon Carter. The other one is Baron Zemo, Mr. I own my own jet.
Yeah, but
I'm
still not sticking with him. Technically, Madam Hydra has the funds.
How do you know she does? She could have just been a government agent. How do you know she has any money? She just walked up and said, "You did a good job. Call when I answer." Or answer when I call, the other way around. You know what I mean. But how do you know she has any money?
Her whole array doesn't give away the fact that I have money and I have power. The way she walked, talked, the way she handled herself, the way she dressed, none of that. No.
No, I'm saying
her own history.
And Thomas says Madam Hydra has resources. Trust me, I know she does. But my point is, we didn't, like, in the series, there are two people that are proven to be able to fund something like scientific research. Okay? Those two characters that we have been introduced to, that we've proven have the resources to do that, are Sharon Carter, because she has the whole art dealing thing, and the other person is Baron Zemo, who is a literal baron. Just saying. Conspiracy theory time. You know why I think it's Zemo? Because they've done so much to make us think it's not Zemo. It's too much of a misdirect.
The only thing up until this episode that would made me think it's not Zemo is the simple fact that he is anti-super soldier. That's literally the only thing. That's the only thing. There's nothing else that they've done to make me think that he couldn't have been it. You can't use the concept that he was in prison. Bitch, you know how many people get away with a lot of stuff on the outside from prison? Like, they literally run mobs from inside the prison. So none of that ever fazed me.
Right.
He was hunting down. He was willing to hunt down her. He was more than happy to hunt down her. And he knew the tricks and what he needed to get to her. So, again, not things convincing me that he's not it. The only thing you could have feasibly said that would have convinced me he wasn't it was the concept that he's anti-super soldier. But now
Yes.
you're talking about he's being taken away to a completely another country to be put on the raft, and I'm still sitting here thinking, see,
The
now
raft
that's
is
a stretch.
technically not in a country. It's in the ocean. It's in the
Yeah,
middle of the ocean so that
but
nobody
see
can
now,
film it.
yeah, with the full isolation thing. Now you're getting to the point where it's like that part can convince me he's not it. I'm still sticking to it's one of the two females.
Even though they constantly say
Okay,
he.
You can say he all day long. Nobody's ever seen the power broker.
what
What do
if
you think? What do
Zemo's
people see as a hold on? What do people see as a power image? Immediately when they think of a power image, it's always a man,
yeah.
not a woman. So it is an assumption. So it would be the perfect twist to make it a female.
Yeah, women suck.
We know.
Okay.
We're good at it.
So Elias is muted. So Thomas Thomas said
Ace with the curveballs.
Madam Hydra has resources. Trust me, the general that runs the raft prison has resources to fund scientific research. He's tried on several occasions. That general being Thunderbolt Ross. You are correct. And a lot of people are making the assumption that he is the power broker. The other assumption attached with him is that he is going to create the Thunderbolts, which we know are coming. That's actually coming in Marvel down the road. I think they're getting a movie though. I don't think it's going to be a TV show. I think it's going to be a movie. And so the thought among comic book nerddom is that Zemo is going to go to the raft, and the other prisoners in the raft are going to become the Thunderbolts. That's that. Okay, so we have like a couple minutes left. Y'all got anything
5.
to say?
Man,
Thank
y'all
you.
keep on doing this. Yeah, okay.
Keep on doing what? What now? What have I ruined now? How have I peed in your chili this time?
First of all, I can't eat chili. Thank you.
Well, I wouldn't eat chili
How
that
does
somebody
she
peed
touch
in
your
either.
pooch now?
I can't
Okay,
eat chili, peed in or not peed in. I
again?
can't eat it. Rude ass.
Wow.
Why am I? Okay, everything's my
Today's
fault.
show is brought to you by the VOP USA Radio. Here at VOP, we are home. We are family. We are nice. Take us.
Who
Take a
you
seat.
lying to?
Yo,
You ain't convincing nobody
yo,
but
I,
yourself.
yo, I was really in my, we care. Your home.
This is not a Care Bear thing, and this is definitely not a Walmart commercial. Please.
I'm sorry. Be the new normal. No.
I do not advocate for drug use, so I don't know what the hell he's on. What is this island? I don't know. I don't know. That's the only thing I can tell you right now is that I don't know. I know nothing. All I know is that I know nothing.
I think he means the raft. I think he's talking about the raft.
The raft? With the T?
That's
The
yeah, I
raft
think-
is
yeah.
no, he knows what the raft is. You know what the raft is, right, Cyborg?
Now, why did you dub him Cyborg?
Listen.
Because he's
Y'all
black.
don't listen.
That's what she said already.
Because he knows things. He has the information. No, I was talking about his commercial pitch.
Oh.
Okay. Gotcha. Anywho. It's because he knows things. So Doug and Sean called him Alfred, and I called him Cyborg. Because if you have Cyborg, you don't need Alfred. What?
When does Alfred know things?
Alfred always knows things.
Yeah, surprisingly, Alfred always knew things.
Alfred knows things before Batman.
How do you think he stocked Batman's utility belt? He knew what the man was going to need.
He's like, today we're going to put some anti-freeze bombs.
He makes tea and he knows things. And the only person who knows more things than Alfred is Cyborg. Which is why I started calling him Cyborg. It was a compliment. And he's black. Anywho.
You hear that? And he's black. You heard all that other stuff, and it's just like, and he's black.
What? Anywho. Cyborg's black, and he knows more than Alfred. Still a compliment.
The white man. Yeah.
The white man? What the fuck are you even talking about? It's a
I have no
compliment to be
idea.
called
It's
Cyborg, not Alfred. Alfred's the white dude. Alfred's the servant.
it's 2:09 in the morning.
Oh, jeez.
I'm ready to
Anywho,
clock out John Walker.
I know that you didn't just call anybody on this podcast John Walker.
Yo, by the way, rest in peace, Battlestar again. You didn't have to die like that, bro. I saw
By
it
the
again,
way,
you didn't have to die like that.
confirmation: Homeboy is dead. Because a lot of people were saying last week that, like, are you
Who thought
okay?
he was alive? Who thought he was alive? Who the fuck thought he hit that pillar and was like, yeah, that dude's gonna, he just has a concussion. He's just in a coma. Like, nah, bro, he died, bro. They did him slimy.
Did you say slimy? We didn't even get a funeral. No, what we got was lies.
Exactly.
Because he lied.
Or the military shit either. We didn't even get a military type. We didn't get anything actually. So what the fuck happened?
He
to
probably
Battlestar?
did get a
We don't-
military funeral. They just didn't show it because it's not the Battlestar. It's not the Battlestar show. It's Falcon and Winter Soldier. We had to focus on them.
Damn, but can we care a little bit?
We saw his family grieving.
Yeah, I didn't really care about that, to be honest.
Can we care a little bit? Damn.
Nah, it's just like the minute John Walker was there and he was like, she was like, oh, was that the man who killed him? And he was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, bro, you're scum. I was like, all right.
Yep, straight up
I was
lied.
like,
Right to their faces.
I'm trying to understand you, bro. Like, I'm really trying to be the Sam Wilson in this situation, but you're not helping because all you're doing is slimy shit.
Okay, so do we think U.S. Agent is going to get murdered by Carly in the next episode? Or do we think he's going to
I hope he
survive the
does.
series?
I hope he dies.
Cinnamon Sorceress?
He's gonna survive. I don't think they're gonna manage to do all of that in the next episode.
Think he's going to the raft
How many
too?
villains have really died?
I
Killmonger
honestly
died.
think I think he's gonna live, and we're gonna find him later in another movie.
I
know.
think he's going to the raft if they catch him. He might be part of the Thunderbolts. So is Carly living or dead? At the end of this?
Nah,
Oh,
I agree with what Ace said. I think she is gonna die, but like not by
Thomas.
hands of Sam.
I didn't
or
say
anything
that.
like
I said I don't think she's gonna die, but if she were to die, it just wouldn't be
Yeah.
at the hands of Sam. It'd be a casualty
Yeah.
of something else or someone else.
Thomas says Johnny Walker will live and Carly will die, I think that Discount Cap is going to end up in the raft, and I think Carly will possibly get away, or the power broker will catch up to her, and it'll be the power broker to take her out.
All right. Dope.
And Ace's daughter agrees with me.
No, she's telling the dog to sit. Good try though.
I know, but I heard her, and so all right. Y'all got anything else to say?
Are we still theorizing if Sam's gonna take the serum?
No, Sam's not gonna take the serum. We never theorized about that. He's not gonna take the serum.
You know, it'd be really funny
Hmm.
if Justin Hammer showed up.
Wait, but who's in the wait? But did we talk about what's Misfit, ladies and gentlemen? Peter North here, old adult film star. Great stream tonight, guys. Thanks. What?
Look at his name.
Okay. Anyway,
Anyway, thank you, Peter.
Whoever
No,
you are,
do
dude,
you-
I fucking love you.
what do we think is in the suit? What do we think is in the briefcase? I think it's a suit, a vibranium suit.
Yes, it's a suit.
Yeah.
It is his comic
Okay,
book
cool.
accurate Captain America suit that he
That's lit.
will brandish and go off and save the day as Captain America, which is why I don't think that there's going to be a season 2 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because henceforth There's no Falcon and there's no Winter Soldier. There is Captain America and there's White Wolf.
He was referred to as White Wolf in this episode, wasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, it was so hot. It
And I
was
mean,
so
there
hot.
is.
How
I don't know why I talked to you. There can be a Falcon, but it's not going to be Sam Wilson anymore. The Falcon is going to be Reyes. Oh, well, for those who don't know me, let's just say I can shoot a bird off a tree branch nude. Okay, well, no, that's some information that we all now have.
what?
Thank you, Peter.
Nah, all I'm saying is that I want that Wakandian.
This is
I
my
kind
new
of.
favorite person.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want that Wakanda girl to take off my arm like how she did Bucky's, but I want her to whisper Wakanda words in my ear as she's doing it. If we're gonna talk about Bucky's arm thing,
I feel
we're
like
gonna talk
you're
about her.
trying to match the thirst that we have for the Winter
I
Soldier,
am.
but you're
I
failing
am.
miserably.
I am.
It's just
Of
not working.
course not, because women are
Nah.
naturally, like you said, it's so nonchalant. He was like, yeah, he picked up that crazy washing machine thing, he placed it down, and then I was just like, "Can I have you?" It was like, oh,
Thanks for the
You
replay.
like you were straight just regular ass conversation, talking like this, telling us all about it. And then, can I have you? I was like,
yo, it turned to 50 Shades of Grey real quick. Like, oh shit, all right, cool, it's all right.
I don't need all 50 shades.
Oh, look, he said
Anywho,
hi, Ace.
so, yeah.
You're right, 50 Shades of
There you
Vibranium.
go. Just saying. Anywho, so this concludes tonight's episode. We'll be back tomorrow. I don't know what the fuck we're gonna talk about. I don't know.
Later,
'cause
honky.
I thought, oh shit. Just have it. So by the way, for those who are hearing, that's the name of the person that Ace has been talking to.
Yeah, my new favorite person.
Peters.
Their name on YouTube is Good Looking Honky.
Yep.
I wonder how he knew I was a misfit.
Because
Clearly, it's somebody who knows you.
yes.
I
Anyhow,
don't.
so we have our predictions for next week, which is it's the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Dun, dun,
They did it justice. They did it justice because by the end of the series, again, Sam Wilson is no longer Falcon. He is now Captain America, and Bucky is no longer the Winter Soldier. He is now the White Wolf.
Well,
So mantle's passed. What?
Nothing.
Something about being woke.
So
I said while pretending to be woke in the process.
do you guys really think that by the end of next episode we won't see Gambit at all?
Okay, so we'll be back tomorrow where we will be talking about not Gambit. And I originally thought that we were going to be talking about Mortal Kombat, but that doesn't come out till next week.
Yeah,
so
next week.
I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about Invincible tomorrow.
I can't wait for Mortal Kombat, and I oddly cannot wait for what was that movie we were talking about the other day? That's
That
why
one.
is it? What's her name? Oh, Cruella.
Oh, Cruella. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think that comes out till like May.
I never thought I'd be interested in watching a 101 Dalmatians related movie.
It's a pretty cool trailer though. So tomorrow, have you guys seen the Invincibles?
No.
You haven't seen the Invincibles? Why
No.
are you putting your
Should
finger on the camera, you freaking weirdo?
What's the Invincibles? Remind me.
The Invincibles is on Amazon. It's the animated series that I was
Nope, you
talking
lost
to
me.
you guys
said
about.
animated. Nope. All your comments you gave, I don't want to watch that shit. I'm good. That's not up my alley.
Why?
That's not up my alley. First of all, I don't watch adult comics. I don't even watch kid cartoons, let alone adult cartoons.
Essentially what we're
You watch
talking
anime.
about right now. So
There's a difference though. This is put into live action. I legit don't watch cartoon.
But you watch anime?
Who said I watch anime as an adult? I did all that when I was a kid.
I don't know. I still feel like a little deep inside you still do.
Nope. Can't stand it. It irritates the hell out of me because it's literally just the same shit from when I was a kid remade.
Yeah. Running out of shit.
Okay, so then I don't know what the hell we're supposed to talk about tomorrow. I wanted to talk about Invincibles, but no, somebody won't watch Invincibles, even though it's a good show. Look, even Thomas said that show is dope. See, Thomas knows what's up.
You say to Thomas can come up. Thomas can talk with you.
Bye, guys.
I don't know what happens with that voice.
We can put you in. We can put y'all. We can put you in a man sandwich. Since Elias got to be in a woman sandwich, you can be in a man sandwich. Have Thomas come up tomorrow and talk with you about it.
All right, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you for coming, all 86 of you who checked this out for some weird reason. Talk to y'all tomorrow. I don't know what the hell about, but I'll see you tomorrow.